It's impossible to be happy all the time. In fact, there's actually research, which is sometimes in literature referred to as like the dark side of happiness, where people who set their goal as to be happy all of the time are paradoxically less happy than other people. And at first, when I read that, I was like, hold on a second. Why is that? That doesn't make sense. If your goal is to be happy all the time, you think you'd be happier than most people. But when you unpack it, what happens is it's impossible to be happy all of the time. It is impossible. So if you've set for yourself an impossible goal, what's going to happen? You're not going to reach your goal. And what happens when we don't reach goals, right? We feel down on ourselves. We feel discouraged. We feel like we're doing something wrong. We get hard on ourselves. So yes, we need to prioritize positivity, but recognizing that happy all the time is not the goal. You know, I'm a happiness researcher. I am not happy all the time, but nor do I wish to be, nor would I wish that for you or for you listening or for my friends or my family, because part of happiness is understanding that it is a part of the full spectrum of human emotion. And part of living a full life is really embracing all of those. So, you know, to know, like, and to give yourself the grace that if you're having a day where you're not feeling happy, knowing that you don't have to be happy all the time, it allows you, it gives you that permission to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And then what happens is over time, when you start to do things to build your happiness muscles, sort of how I think about it, right? You practice gratitude, you do nice things for other people, you focus on connections, you give, whatever these things are, you grow your happiness muscle. But it doesn't mean that you get rid of all of the challenging emotions. What happens is that your highs get higher, but your lows get higher. You don't get rid of them, but you just become more resilient. And then the question becomes not marinating in those emotions for an extended period of time, because part of rethinking happiness, I think about happiness the same way that I think about fitness or nutrition, right? You would never walk in the gym or do a home workout and like have the best workout of your life and text me and be like, oh my goodness, Gillian, I reached fitness. I had the best workout of my life. I've reached fitness, right? We don't do that. We understand that if we want to be fit and healthy people, what do we have to do? We have to move our body on a regular basis. Same as nutrition, right? If we want to be fit and healthy, we have to eat healthy food most of the time. It doesn't mean that we can't have some of those things once in a while, just like with happiness, right? We don't reach happiness. It's a practice. It's something that we have to work at. So when we change the lens of how we view happiness, and instead of seeing it as a destination, see it the same way as nutrition or as physical activity. And then over time, when we start to grow that muscle, we welcome the full range of human emotions, the full spectrum, because that's what really creates the human experience. And it isn't about getting rid of those challenging things. It's about welcoming them, feeling them, growing through them. That's how resilience is born, which often pushes us to character limits or to things that we never thought we were possible to do. And yeah, that's the full range of human emotions, the full spectrum. Spange, I just made up a new word, spectrum and range.